We've talked on the YouTube channel a number of times, guys, about the Elder Scrolls franchise, and in particular, Elder Scrolls 6 and, what this continuation of the franchise may very well look like and the things that we would like to see. Well, in this segment of the show, I want to talk about everything that we want out of Elder Scrolls 6. And when I say we, guys, I'm going to be giving you guys my opinions here, which some of you may agree with, some of you may disagree with, but let me know in the comment section down below all the things that you would like to see in Elder Scrolls 6. So let's get into it. So guys, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim. This game, came back all the way back in November of 2011. So we're talking a long time ago, and so we've been really excited about Elder Scrolls 6, the continuation of this franchise moving forward. What I will say is this, is that Elder Scrolls 6, I believe it's going to be worth the wait, and well worth the wait. But at number one for me, guys, as far as one of the big things that I'd like to really see out of this is, some new locations, some new environments, new enemies, and things of that nature, as it compares to, let's just say, Skyrim, for example, because everyone loves Skyrim in a major way overall. So I think what would be important with Elder Scrolls 6 is that you have differences. You got some similarities to, the past and nods to the past like Skyrim, but you also have those significant differences. I think it's important that we're going to be exploring new places. We're going to be, fighting new enemies. We're maybe fighting some similar enemies from the other games, but we're also fighting new enemies. You're coming up to new characters and things of that nature, as well as existing characters. So it feels like Elder Scrolls, but you've got those differences that make it seem completely different. And there's going to be real differences, guys, I'm sure, when we talk about from a, graphical standpoint. Those things are probably going to be pretty apparent moving into Elder Scrolls 6. We'll have to wait and see, because at this point in time, there's no confirmation on when we're going to be seeing further, gameplay and such, or really any type of teaser trailer, even though we did get a teaser trailer, but a further gameplay trailer or cinematic trailer of Elder Scrolls 6. So that would be the first thing, is those new environments, those new locations, those new characters, those new enemies is going to be really important moving into this game. For me, guys, another big thing that I would love to see is, more things to do along the journey. Now, look, Skyrim, they did a great job of creating this world in which, as you're traveling, as you're on that journey, there are things to do along the way, but I feel like they need to even have more, kind of even a step further. I'm not even just talking about from a campaign perspective, and from a story perspective of having just more campaign missions. I'm talking even more side missions, having just things that you can do along the journey, whether it be, learning more, finding other collectibles, finding, all kinds of different, things outside of, the main missions and even side missions that you can explore. Other things that you're able to do, I think, is really important to kind of bring you back to the experience over and over again, where there's new things to do and there's a lot to see and do along the course of the journey that is Elder Scrolls 6. And that leads me to the next thing, guys, which I think is going to be really important, that there are a number of earnable items, and earnable items over that are payable items. I think when you have things that are earnable, you have people who will put a lot of time into a game just to earn certain items. When you have payable items, you can just pay to get them. It doesn't feel very rewarding whatsoever. And we know Bethesda, being one of those companies that, got sucked into the whole, microtransactions and things of that nature, which is fine, but at the end of the day, it has gotten them in some trouble. So I think for me, I would really like to see Elder Scrolls 6 have more earnable items than payable items. That leads me to the multiplayer side, which Elder Scrolls Online, guys, regardless of what you think about it, some people love it, some people hate it. What it's done is it has brought people back to Elder Scrolls consistently. And so I think you need to see an evolution of that moving into Elder Scrolls 6. And once again, earnable items over payable items, I think, is going to be really important with Elder Scrolls 6. It's going to get people to come back to the game, and I think it's actually going to grow the fan base in a major way, where people are earning things throughout the multiplayer, earning things throughout the course of the campaign. And then if there are co-op modes, which I'm hoping there are co-op modes as well in Elder Scrolls 6, having ways in which that you can have collectibles and earnable items throughout the course of the co-op missions and just co-op in general. So kind of expanding upon Elder Scrolls Online, I think, is going to be really important for this upcoming title. And that leads me, guys, into the last part of this is I would love to see some free-to-play elements to Elder Scrolls 6 just to really build this fan base. Now, whether you're talking from a multiplayer perspective like Elder Scrolls Online, whether you're talking about some of the campaign missions, whether you're talking about certain campaign missions as a whole being free to play, we look at the grand landscape of AAA titles out there. You'll look at Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, you're looking at Apex, Valorant, all these different titles, whether they're Battle Royale or just multiplayer game modes. Being free to play really helps build these fan bases in a major way. And so I'd love to see that with Elder Scrolls 6. I think it would be a really good idea to bring a lot of people back to playing Elder Scrolls that may have played Skyrim back in 2011 who don't play Elder Scrolls Online and some of these other, game modes. I think it would be really important for Elder Scrolls 6. You bring everyone back, you have those free to play game modes, whether it's online, whatever it might be, to play. I think that would be really huge for this franchise moving forward. But those are the things that I would like to see in Elder Scrolls 6. Let me know, guys, in the comment section down below, what do you guys want to see in Elder Scrolls 6? Let me know down there. And for more Elder Scrolls 6 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.